Most know Gandhi for his world peace. But most people do not know about the inner demons and sexual desires he faced in his early marriages. This is the story of Gandhi, the complexities behind his personal life. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, often called Mahatma, which means great soul, was born in India when it was under British rule. His story is one of sacrifice, struggle, and a revolution that changed the world. But there are lesser-known facts about his personal life that shaped his journey towards becoming who he was. From his name to personal struggle with his desires, Gandhi was a revolutionary that is deeply studied, but we must know all of him, not just the parts that fit the popular description. Gandhi's early influences. Born in 1869, Mohandas grew up in a world of Hinduism and Jainism. His mother was a very religious woman and taught him the importance of ahimsa, or nonviolence. This idea, central to his philosophy, meant not hurting any living thing. Later, this concept would help in becoming face of nonviolence as the solution to all the world's problems. Gandhi's arranged marriage and his own struggle. At just 13, Mohandas married Kasturbai, who was also of the same age. It was an arranged marriage, a common tradition in India. Gandhi later spoke about how he felt lust and possessiveness toward his young wife. This was a difficult struggle for him because he valued ethical and moral purity. He wanted to be better, he wanted to understand. Gandhi, in order to seek and improve himself, vowed to celibacy for the rest of his life. This decision and journey to seek celibacy also had many controversial aspects, and we will reach it. Gandhi in London. To become a lawyer, Gandhi went to London. Studying British law gave him a new perspective. He learned about civil liberties and rights. He got a law degree, but more than that, his understanding of the world expanded and prepared him for great work later in his life. He started developing his theories for a fair society. South Africa facing discrimination. Working as a barrister in South Africa, Gandhi faced severe discrimination because of his skin color. He was thrown off trains and insulted. These incidents fueled his determination to fight injustice. It was in South Africa that Gandhi first used satyagraha, a peaceful way of protest based on truth and nonviolence. He understood that the oppressor must be touched by nonviolent action to create a civil society. Leading the Indian independence movement. Returning to India, Gandhi became a leader in the Indian National Congress. He wanted Swaraj, or self-rule, for India. His simple life, his call for Hindu-Muslim unity, and his focus on ending untouchability made him a nationalist hero and an inspiration for millions. He was now called Mahatma and was not just a lawyer or activist but a spiritual guide. The Salt March and civil disobedience. One of Gandhi's most famous acts of resistance was the Salt March. To protest the British salt tax, he and his followers walked over 240 miles to Dandi to make their own salt. This act of civil disobedience showed the British Empire that the Indian people would not accept colonial rule. This was another big step that came to the mind of the leader. It was an act of nonviolent action that showed the power of the masses. Gandhi's vision for India and other values. Gandhi's vision for an independent India was one of religious freedom and harmony. He believed in equality for all and sought to uplift the oppressed. His economic ideas included everyone using khadi, which represents self-reliance and dignity of labor, and working for a just society for all. In a society that believed wealth belongs only to a few, Gandhi's thought was really a spiritual revolution. Facing the partition. As India moved closer to independence, the demand for a separate nation for Muslims, led by figures like Jinnah, grew stronger. Gandhi was deeply hurt by the idea of the partition, wanting Hindu-Muslim unity. This period was marked by immense communal violence, and Gandhi worked tirelessly to bring peace amidst the riots. Gandhi toured areas affected by communal violence and terror, seeking to make harmony and unity amongst all. Gandhi saw the partition of India as a tragedy. His words were never of hatred or malice, but of tolerance and brotherhood towards all. He did not want a divided nation. He was deeply committed to keep the values of India as one. The assassination and its legacy. In 1948, Gandhi was assassinated by Nathuram Godse, a Hindu nationalist who was against Gandhi's efforts to promote Hindu-Muslim unity. Gandhi's death was a major loss not only for India but for the whole world. His ideals of truth, nonviolence, and peace continue to influence social and political movements to this day and empower people to take control of civil rights and human rights and fight for their justices. He will be remembered not just as a leader in Indian history but as a beacon of humanity. Gandhi's complexities and unresolved questions. It's important to note that Mahatma Gandhi is one of the most studied figures in the world. His ethics of nonviolence, his unique political strategies, his leadership of the independence movement, and his moral authority are all reasons why scholars around the world have spent years studying him. It is not as simple as good versus evil. However, there is one thing that all scholars agree on: the man was deeply complex. But despite all the detailed analyses, there are unresolved questions about Gandhi which are still being discussed today. While his championing of civil rights, his nonviolent movement to help liberate India, and even his opposition to the caste system are well studied, there are some complexities that are still being grappled with today. These are: first are his early statements of racial superiority and even statements considered as racist. How to contextualize his time in South Africa and make sense of some early viewpoints he had. Also, did Gandhi play an active role in promoting social injustice during his lifetime, and what exactly is his connection with the caste system? Finally, there are his controversial experiments around celibacy. Even at the age of 70s, and those issues are not easily answered and are difficult to judge due to the complex circumstances. These questions continue to be debated today. Some believe that because of these facts, Mahatma Gandhi's legacy has now become diminished. Others view them as only small blots on an otherwise long path that made a better life for the underprivileged. Gandhi's story will always be about inspiration, sacrifice, struggle, peace, and equality. Through the lens of that, he will continue to inspire the world through this story and more. To keep watching such amazing stories, make sure to like and share this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us bring meaningful content to a wider audience. Thanks for watching.